Hello YouTube, this is another Chris Gaming 44 video. It's an update of Warzone, our game that we were working on. Well, right now, mine I guess. Right now I'm going to show you something I've been working on. It's in-game edible attachments. I think this is pretty cool. We're going to have it to where once we get the pickup options, like we'll have a gun like laying on the ground, you'll be able to either pick up the gun to switch it out, or you'll be able to pick up just the attachments off of it. So this is some of the animation and in-game menu. The actual view of it though is just a placeholder. We'll make it look better because this is just a text. We'll have actual textures and things for it. Here's the regular game. Everything still works. Reload. And we have it set up. We press Z to enter the um, attachments menu. So you press Z, and then you can move your mouse around, and you won't move around. We have it where you can still move movement around though, so that's pretty cool. And right now, since the iron sights are here, yeah, if I press iron sights, it doesn't do anything, so that's good. But if I click ACOG sight, it switches it out to ACOG. And then I can press ACOG and nothing will happen because it's already got the ACOG on there. And I press Z and you got your ACOG sight. Yay, me, I got ACOG sight. And you can go back in. We'll have it where you can change different ones also. Like maybe add a suppressor here, something, flashlight, and grip maybe. It's just I have to add new animations for all that, get the models. So yeah, and then you can actually change it back and forth in the game. Like if you change your mind, you're like, oh, I want ACOG weight, no, I want iron sights. You just switch it back. I like the ACOG though, so I'm gonna keep it. And yeah, so that's the attachments. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye. Almost forgot to show you like how I got all that to work. Show you some of the animations and coding to go with it. So for this, I had to have a lot of animation. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but right now I'm having to add reload animations for both iron sights and ACOG, because it kind of glitches up if you just use one reload, and also with the shooting animation. So right now it's kind of hard to add a new attachment, but I should be able to figure out an easier way to do that. And also, some people were asking how you keep Blender animations or actions from bugging up in Unity. One thing I've realized, do I want to change? No. Okay, that was weird. Okay, yeah, I forgot what I was saying there. Oh, I add an extra keyframe at the end of my animations. Just the exact same as the last one, because for some reason it wants to cut the last frame off and when I import it to Unity. So right now it looks like there's an extra keyframe, but when I import it to Unity, it'll take that last keyframe off. So it'll just end there. So that makes it loop correctly. And yeah, I think that should be right. So I had to have one animation just to show changing it to the attachments menu, and then I have different ones from there for adding and taking off attachments. Iron sights, taking off the iron sights. No, I do not. And it's kind of lagging because of the screen recorder, I think, but oh well. Yeah, and then it'll, so you play ACOG. Right after that, oh, oops, start at the end. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I guess I'll just show you what I use most of the time to export. I actually have a default startup animation. It's just a simple frame, so it'll play this at the beginning of the game, so that you start out with your uh, iron sights on and no attachments or anything. So I always, no, I do not. Let's see, select whatever attachments you want, and then the arms, and the gun, and then the armature, and then I go File, Export, and Autodesk FBX, selected objects, and right here, since this is just an armature and a mesh, you can unselect those, and right here, doesn't really matter, but mine is actually backwards on Blender, so I change it to Z forward instead of negative Z, that way it's not turned around. And then include animation in all actions. Default take you don't really need. And this, I've tried both ways, but it doesn't seem to do anything really, so sometimes I uncheck it, sometimes I leave it, it doesn't really matter. And then save it where you want to, and export. And give it some time. Maybe this wasn't a good idea with my screen recorder going. Well, I guess it's too late to cancel. Oh, great. Yeah, it's not respond. Oh, okay. Yeah, so then, once it does that, you'll import it in here, or if you exported it to the assets folder, it'll automatically pop up in here. And I have it under my weapons folder, just trying to be somewhat organized. And all your animations will be here. So, and you can drag that in where you want it to be. And it'll have them all right here. I don't know why it's on play automatically, it shouldn't be, but. And coding, I have it to where it'll automatically play the startup string, the startup animation at the beginning, and then it'll change some values for like what attachments are on there, ACOG, so start out at iron sights. And so pretty much it'll play the animations, and sometimes I don't really like making a whole bunch of animations, so I have it set up where it'll play the animations backwards. If you take them off and on, like if you want to take the ACOG off, I just played it backwards. And then have one for all the GUI and stuff. And then I had to change some of the shooting things for if it's iron sights, it'll play the iron shot shooting animation, or if it's ACOG, it'll play the ACOG shooting animation. So I had to make separate ones for that, and also for the reloading, same way. But yeah, I think that's all right. So whenever I had it before and it was just the one reloading and shooting thing, the menu would work correctly. But whenever I changed it to ACOG and went back, it would look fine. And then whenever I shot, it would go back to iron sights, just close up to iron sights. And then whenever I reloaded, it would go back to iron sights and stuff like that. So I think I got all the bugs fixed now. It's just a little bit time consuming. I'll see if I can figure out an easier way to do it. So I can add more attachments. I already have a holographic sight made, and then the suppressor won't be really hard. And I have a flashlight and a grip made already. It's just I'll have to animate all of them. So I'll work on the game some. I don't get to work on it very often, really, but I'll see what happens with the menu and everything, because those are just kind of boring. I'll probably have like a little thing that's like an arrow or speech bubble like thing pointing to it, and have one over here, speech bubble, says light suppressor, no suppressor, stuff like that. Alright, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.